Today, we push back into the Indian Ocean, where every wave is a test and every mistake comes with a price. Our target? Sailfish, a silver blade of speed, stunning to watch and worth a fortune. The line sings under tension, hearts racing with every hit. One clean strike can change the entire trip.
A vast, deep blue void holds faint light shafts and drifting particles, setting a calm, epic tone.
A red ring jelly pulses slowly in mid-water, tiny against blue depth, with crisp, natural motion.
A distant oarfish silhouette glides far behind, adding scale without breaking the quiet mid-water scene. Mid-water particles shimmer like stars as light falls off to black, creating pure, deep ocean grandeur.
2 to 3 giant sailfish cruise together, sails half raised, turning in sync through clear blue depth.
A giant sailfish glides past, stripes clear and sail rippling gently, untouched and free of any gear.
2 sailfish circle a distant bait ball without striking, holding calm control as the blue water stays clear. 3 sailfish rise slightly, sails lifting higher before settling, showing natural fin raise and muscle control. Sailfish weave between distant jellies, elegant and slow, with no chase and no fishing gear present. A sailfish flashes silver in a slow roll, then returns to striped blue-gray as the forked tail drives forward.
2 sailfish silhouettes cut across light shafts, sails outlined cleanly against the deep blue water column.
Sailfish hold station in gentle current, sails slightly raised and bills steady, keeping calm spacing together.
A distant moray eel peers from a crevice far below. Then the view returns to free sailfish in blue water.
2 sailfish pass side by side, stripes and sail raise crisp, showing true size with no capture. 3 sailfish form a loose triangle, deep blue fading to black beyond them, in a quiet, epic frame.
The tall hull cuts through swell, spray sheeting off rub rail as the vessel powers toward deep water.
Men slice oily bait and thread hooks on branch lines, keeping hands fast and motions controlled in spray. Tubs of mainline and branch lines sit staged, floats and plane buoys ready for a clean industrial set. Hydraulic hauler and fair leads get checked, knots tested, and safety ropes staged for heavy swell conditions. Crew clips branch lines to snaps, verifies hook points, and secures bait coolers before the longline set begins. Mainline pays out from tubs as swell rises, buoys follow, and spray hits men working in strict rhythm.
Branch lines clip in steady cadence, baited hooks go over cleanly, and wet gloves hold tension in heavy spray.
From high above, the full 150-meter vessel rides rolling swells alone, wake stretching far behind.
A giant sailfish appears in blue depth, noticing a single baited hook drifting below with quiet control. 2 sailfish circle a baited hook cautiously, bills pointed and sails half raised as tension builds slowly. Small fish dart at bait while a sailfish holds position, watching calmly as the hook swings in current. A sailfish flares its sail and closes distance, bill steady as the baited hook drifts inches away. A sailfish aligns and opens mouth toward bait, the hook clearly visible as the moment tightens in blue depth. Hook catches at the mouth corner as leader snaps taut, and the sailfish surges with sudden power.
The sailfish thrashes with sail raised high, leader taut, and bubbles trailing as the fight starts underwater.
A taut leader drags the sailfish upward, body twisting as stripes flash and fin rays vibrate under strain.
Foamy crests slam the hull as spray sheets off steel, pushing drama toward the surface battle.
Near the surface, the sailfish surges toward light while the leader stays tight at the mouth corner.
Crew braces at the hauler as longline tension surges for giant sailfish, spray slamming the rail. A hooked sailfish breaks surface beside rail. Leader taut and sail flared as the sea heaves violently. The sailfish slaps water beside the hull. Hook visible at mouth corner as crew controls line tension. Men guide the fish with tail rope, keeping hook visible as the giant sailfish rises toward the deck edge.
A giant sailfish lands on wet steel and thrashes, sail flapping as hook and leader stay visible and taut.
Crew controls the thrashing sailfish with ropes, avoiding the bill and keeping strict realism on deck. The sailfish slides into an aerated tank, water churning as the ship rolls and spray continues outside.
A red-ring jelly pulses in blue depth, offering a calm beat between hard pulls and heavy spray. A mottled moray eel peers from rock shadow, then fades as the episode returns to longline action.
A distant oarfish glides like a ribbon, tiny against blue haze, as particles drift in silence.
Crew resets branch lines and rebaits hooks as wind rises, keeping strict pace while the ocean grows rougher.
Men brew strong coffee, mugs steaming as the ship sways and engine hum stays steady.
Simple breakfast cooks in a pan, steam rising while men talk and laugh in warm light.
Hands slice bread and butter, rough fingers steady as mugs clink and stainless counters gleam.
A cook stirs stew, keeping it simple while storm noise thumps beyond the bulkhead with strict realism and steady pacing.
Coffee refills from a metal pot. Tired faces relax briefly before returning to the deck. Men share rice and canned food, friendly chatter soft as the vessel sways in heavy swell.
A pan sizzles with leftovers. Warm light fights cold outside while men eat quickly with strict realism and steady pacing. Men laugh and point at rolling motion, then pull on gloves and jackets for work.
A kettle hisses, mugs fill again, and the break ends as footsteps head for deck.
Plates stack and counters wipe clean. Men stand and move out with calm focus, with strict realism and steady pacing.
Men finish a quick meal, wipe counters, stack plates, and refill coffee as the ship sways steadily.
From high above at night, the 150-meter vessel rides huge waves alone, floodlights glowing over black water.
Under floodlights, crew clips line into the hauler as spray flashes and waves lift the stern.
A baited hook drifts in blue-black water as particles glitter, building quiet tension at night.
A giant sailfish appears under night glow, approaching a baited hook with slow, controlled posture.
Hook catches at mouth corner, and leader goes tight, the sailfish exploding into motion under night water.
High above in storm night, the full 150-meter ship pitches as a breaking wave explodes into foam around it.
A hooked sailfish breaks surface at night, sail flared as hook and leader stay visible and tight.
A sailfish thrashes on deck at night, crew controlling with ropes as waves crash beyond the rail.
A sailfish slides into crushed ice hold, careful handling keeping realism tight under harsh deck lights.
Crew rebaits and works again at night as waves grow taller, keeping steady rhythm under floodlights. A giant sailfish launches fully out of the water at night, sail flared wide as spray explodes in floodlights. A distant silhouette rides between waves, then action returns to hauling with strict, controlled pace.
Crew hauls another tight line at night, rope tension clear as wind whips spray sideways.
Crew braces at the hauler at night, preparing for dawn as storm stays heavy and relentless.
Pre-dawn Black Sea heaves, spray flashing as the hull stays steady in heavy swell. At dawn, soaked gloves grip taut line at the hauler as spray washes the deck in rough rolling swell.
Another sailfish approaches bait as small fish swarm,
the hook clearly visible in cold blue water. Hook at mouth corner stays tight as the sailfish thrashes, sail fully raised with raw power.
Men fight the line at the hauler, sweat and spray mixing as waves slam the rail hard.
The fish surges beside hull, hook visible and leader tight as bill and sail cut the foam.
Tail rope guides the fish over rail, controlled landing as the decks stay wet and dangerous.
The sailfish flops and slaps tail, as crew keeps distance from the bill and secures ropes.
Several giant sailfish lie straight in crushed ice, aligned head to tail with strict realism.
A red-ring jelly pulses in stillness, giving a brief calm beat before the next hard pull.
Crew rebaits hooks fast as wind grows louder and spray turns heavier across the working stern.
Leader drags the fish under strain, body twisting as bubbles trail and sail rays vibrate.
A giant sailfish thrashes beside the hull with hook at mouth corner, leader tight as foam explodes in spray.
Under the surface, the hooked sailfish twists and surges, hook visible at mouth corner as the leader stays tight.
A sailfish erupts beside hull, hook visible, and leader tight as the flared sail cuts spray.
The fish settles into aerated water, churn and slosh reel as the ship rolls in hard swell.
Branch lines clip down and hauler locks after the last run, gear secure under cold wind.
Storm begins easing as swell runs cleaner, spray lighter, while the hull keeps steady forward drive.
Crew checks iced holds and cold chain, preparing for return after a brutal longline battle.
A distant oarfish glides far behind, tiny against blue haze as the deep ocean quiet returns.
Exhausted crew secures tubs and clips down branch lines as spray blows across the rail in rolling swell.
Crew celebrates beside a pile of giant sailfish on ice, bills and folded sails clearly visible.
Rows of iced sailfish fill the deck as crew raises fists briefly, then returns to strict handling.
Men rinse and wipe sailfish bodies clean, non-graphic handling keeping bills and fins intact on deck.
Sailfish lie straight in insulated totes with crushed ice, lids closing to maintain strict cold chain.
Plain boxes get palletized and strapped, crane lifting safely as the vessel steadies in calmer swell.
At sunset, tired men rest along the rail after the long trip, sipping coffee as gentle swells glow orange.
The vessel approaches harbor at sunset, orange sky reflecting as wake smooths and spray calms.
At a coastal market, men unload plain iced boxes fast, keeping cold chain tight without any signage.
Giant sailfish lie straight on market ice, bills aligned and fins folded as buyers gather in calm focus.
Vendors complete bulk sales with silent gestures, cash-changing hands as the crowd moves along ice tables.
Men rinse and prep sailfish non-graphic, then reuse portions in plain bins under strict realistic handling.
Plain insulated boxes fill with ice and wrapped portions, sealed with blank tape for transport to buyers.
Forklifts move sealed pallets toward refrigeration, wet floor glistening as the market clears under strict control.
Ice melts and hoses rinse the market floor as the crowd thins, signaling the end of the sail rush. Back on ship, crew secures tubs and hooks, covers gear, and checks lashings for safe travel.
A calmer sea holds the hull steady as sunset fades, closing the episode with controlled realism. Men wash the deck, coil ropes, and stack empty totes, keeping everything clean and ready for next trip.
Crew counts cash bundles and smiles, sunburned faces relaxed after selling the catch through hard swell.
From high above, the 150-meter vessel heads back to open sea, wake trailing long as a new journey begins.
Men raise cash briefly, then store it and secure gear as the ocean rolls behind the rail.